good morning, and good morning. Nice to have you here this morning. It is Thursday, June the 6th, 2024. It's the 80th anniversary of D-Day today, where Canadian, American, British soldiers and others stormed the beaches up and down the coast of Normandy. And a bunch of guys paid with their lives. Many more were injured to get a foothold into Europe and ultimately make the Second World War history. But wow, thank you, soldiers from way back when. We are talking about grandparents here, great grandparents. Can you imagine being 22 years old, 25 years old in 1941? Whatever year that was, yeah, 1941, 1944. Sorry, 1944. Storming the beaches of Normandy in 44, the war was over by April 45 in Europe. It took a year, a little over a year, and it was all done. Wow, that was a turning point, to say the least. Anyway, thank you, all those heroes, and of course, all the soldiers who were in Asia, around the world, and from whatever country they were from. This was a world war. It wasn't the U.S. war. It wasn't the Canadian war. It wasn't the British war. It wasn't the German war. It was a world war. Today, we're in another world war, a world war of ideas, information, thoughts, opinions. And boy, there are people paying a dear, dear price for opinions, thoughts, you name it. Some are being well rewarded for their way of thinking. Some are being terribly punished for their way of thinking. To the viewers of my channel from Hong Kong, I love you guys. I sympathize with the oppression that you're under over there. It's absolutely unbelievable. The rest of the world is at fault for not being more vocal for you. It's embarrassing, actually, how countries, governments around the world kowtow to the Chinese government. It's embarrassing. These bastards should go to hell. But that's just my opinion, and what can I say? Thank you to those of you who are watching me around the world, who are following this market with me. GameStop, GameStop, GameStop. Anyone who buys GameStop shares is a crook. Anyone who makes money dealing in GameStop is obviously going against everything right in the world and should be suspended from trading, should be kicked off the stock market, and should be put in jail. That's the story coming out of some of the media around the world, especially in the USA, about people who are trading GameStop shares. If you make money on GameStop shares as it goes up in price, you're obviously the problem here. You're not the good guy, you're the bad guy. What you should be doing is you should be listening to the top people in Wall Street. And you should be buying the crap out of Nvidia stock at its all-time record high, at its highest level ever reached, ever in history. You should now pile in like a lemming should pile in to this deal. I love Nvidia. I don't have a problem with Nvidia. They're a great company. They make a great product. But the stock at $1,247 a share is kind of up there. It's kind of up there. It's up there. And maybe investors should invest in lower priced stocks. See, they're coming to get me. They're coming to get me. These are alerts that are practice alerts. I don't know, but they're coming to get me. I think you should be looking for deals that might be better priced, that have upside from here. Because what's going to happen with Nvidia stock in the next couple of days? It's going to split 10 for 1. It's going to be trading at $122 a share, and it might go back to $110 a share. Now, that doesn't sound like a big problem, does it? I mean, 122 to 110, that's not a big deal. Until you figure out, wait, whoa, that's like 1,240 down to 1,100. You're telling me to get into Nvidia at 1,240 so I can lose $140 a share like immediately? That's what Wall Street is trying to tell you. They're not giving you any protection. They're not telling you, hey, why don't you buy Nvidia and write some stock options against it to protect your investment? They're not telling you that. They're telling you to just pile into funds and pile into the stock like there's no tomorrow, because they're growing and they're doing really well. All is well, just like in Animal House, Kevin Bacon. All is well. The market, the lemmings of the market, the retail investors are saying, screw you, you son of a bitches. Yeah, there are some of us who are going to just chase Nvidia like it's going to 150 a share all of a sudden. It's going to go to 1,500, which is 150 a share, because they're splitting 10 for 1. It's just not going to happen. The fact that there'll be 25 billion shares outstanding, 25 billion shares outstanding on Nvidia starting next week. The fact that that happened, that there isn't going to be a bunch of selling, is there? Is there? Has anyone bought this stock at 800, 850, 900, 950, 1,000, 1,050, 1,100, 1,150, 1,200, 1,200? All those buyers aren't going to try and sell the stock at 130 a share, are they? 125 a share at 1,250. They're not going to try to sell it every penny on the way up, are they? It's 25 billion shares outstanding on Nvidia starting next week. GameStop shareholders, you remember the thieves of GameStop? There's 350 million out there. Those people, oh, those people, you better be careful hanging out with that group. They have the audacity to think that a company that has 2 billion cash in the bank, no debt, is full of thieves. Unbelievable. 350 million shares exist on GameStop. We have one investor, one that we are aware of, that is sitting on 120,000 call options, exercisable at $20 a share. For June the 21st, that's 15 days from now, they must be exercised, or what? And that represents 12 million shares. And none of those shares are counted in the short position of the company. There are approximately 70 million shares declared short with GameStop right now. 70 million. And here is one investor who has an option to buy legitimately, legally, 12 million shares at $20 a share. The writer of those contracts is likely a market maker on the Chicago Options Exchange. That writer is represented by Wall Street. He's an employee, she's an employee, whoever they are, the people who run the options markets, market makers, very important people, you need them. They wrote those contracts to allow a buyer into the market. They took the money from Roaring Kitty. They took the $5 a contract, whatever they got for it. They took that money. They made that wager fair and square. They're sitting on, what is it, $60 million cash? And they're on the hook to deliver 12 million shares at $20 a share, $240 million worth of stock. And if our friend, Mr. Roaring Kitty, actually exercises his contracts, the writer of said contracts needs to find 12 million shares to deliver to this individual. That's what the writer will need to do. Well, one way to do it is just to go out and buy the stock on the open market. Another way to do it is to squeeze your clients in the Wall Street firm who are shorting stock through your Wall Street firm, to tell them that each of you have to sell a certain percentage or have to buy back a certain percentage of the stock you've shorted on GameStop, because we need 12 million shares to deliver to Mr. Roaring Kitty over here. And if the firm's clients have 20 million shares shorted and they need 12 million shares to deliver, that means 60% of all the shares shorted in that one brokerage firm will have to be bought back now with a one-day settlement to deliver on the short. Where do you think this market's going to go? 12 million shares of buying comes in at market in an hour or two, or in over just a day. It's like, let's say 2 million shares an hour of buying comes in from one brokerage firm for 6 hours in a row to deliver 12 million shares over here. Do you think that any trading desk professional, any hedge fund professional, all over Wall Street, all over London, all over Shanghai, all over Frankfurt, in Milan, in Zurich, in Sydney, in Toronto, and a zillion people who watch level 2 trading and who are talking GameStop all the time, do you think that there's a possibility that 2,000, 5,000, 6,000, 12,000 traders out there with billions and billions and billions of collective dollars in their portfolios are going to notice that GameStop is running like there is no tomorrow, and there's a 2 million share buy order coming in every hour from this one brokerage firm? You think they're going to pile into the trade as well? Duh. Yeah. No kidding, Sherlock. We went up $5 a share yesterday and nothing happened. Yeah, we could be 40 to 50 bucks a share tomorrow afternoon, Monday morning, next Thursday. But by June 21, these 120,000 call options will have to be dealt with. Now, the easiest out for the writer who wrote those calls is if the owner of the calls, Mr. Roaring Kitty, decides to sell the calls into the market to flatten his position and take a big fat profit. Well, if the shares are at $32 a share, these contracts are worth $12 each book value. Maybe they're worth $13 a share in the open market right now. He bought them for what, 5 something? So he's up, what's he up, $7 a contract? $700 a contract, or $7 a share. Well, $7 a share times 12 million shares equivalent. How much profit is that? It's a lot of money. It's $84 million he's up on that trade. So he could be sitting on 84 million cash plus the 30 he's got. He's got 115 million in cash plus 5 million shares bought and paid for. What could he do with that? He could just go out and buy stock in the open market if he wanted to, or he could buy other call options that expire in July at whatever price he feels he wants to do it at. I mean, he could do that. On the other hand, he might say, well, I got 30 million in cash in the bank, so I could buy 1.5 million shares at $20 on my contracts. So I could exercise 15,000 of those contracts right now. There's 1.5 million the broker needs now out of the 12 million. There's the first 1.5 million they're going to need. The minute he does that, he might go, okay, well, I have 5 million other shares out there, and now I have 1.5 million more shares. I have 6.5 million shares that I own, bought and paid for. I'm going to borrow enough money to buy me another 5 million shares at 20 bucks a share. They're trading at 32 to 35 to $40. I can easily find a banker to lend me money for this, and he will exercise 5 million more. Now the broker needs another 5 million shares. Are we going to 50 now? Are we going to 55? Are we going to $60 a share with this move? Think about that. He now has 11.5 million shares in his account. They're trading at 50 bucks a piece. He goes to a banker to say, I need enough money to exercise the rest of my contracts, another 4 or 5 million shares. Joke. At 20 bucks a share, the stock's at 50? No problem. This is a done deal. These contracts are going to get exercised. The 12 million shares will end up in his account. Now, what he does with them and how he plays with them, it's totally up to him. He could turn right around and start writing call options against his position of stock. He could do that. He could write 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, $100 calls. You guys are telling me that you're seeing call options for $80, $100 a share with $3, $4, $5 premiums on them. You're telling me this yesterday, the day before yesterday. So do you think that maybe Roaring Kitty might turn around and start writing contracts on his stocks as the market runs up that brings him $25 a share in premiums, which is more money than he needed to buy the stock at $20 a share? Hello? Is anybody home? Hello? McFly? Do you realize what would happen if the stock went up and I started writing call options against my 5 million shares that I already have, plus the 12 million I can get, and I can bring in more money per contract, per share with contracts, more than $20 a share in premiums. I could buy all 12 million shares for nothing using the options market to pay for it. Does anyone get that? Is anyone talking about this on Wall Street anywhere? No, because GameStop is full of crooks. GameStop is full of thieves. GameStop is all illegal. Everyone involved in GameStop should go to jail. Why is that? Well, it's because, people making the money aren't the Wall Street people. See, the guys in Wall Street have all these private jets and these villas, and they're making all these bonuses, and now these retail investors are taking that money away from them. You're supposed to just buy Nvidia and shut the hell up, okay? Buy 5 shares, put everything you have into the stock at $1,240 something a share, and shut the hell up. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to work 37 and a half hours a week officially, plus another 10 hours a week unofficially because you care about your job. You're supposed to commute 2 hours each way every day, and you're supposed to take a 2% raise every year and shut the hell up. And we're going to let you put in $300 a month into your retirement savings plan, and we're going to match it by half because we're so nice, or we're going to match it dollar for dollar. We're going to pay you $80,000 a year, and we're going to let you save $400 a month by giving you $400 a month. $4,800 we're going to give you to your retirement. You $80,000 employee, you. And that guarantees that you will be a lower middle class retiree 25 years from now. That's what we do here in corporate worlds around the world. We want you to be the lemmings, and we want you to shut the hell up and not make money. We just want you to be the slave that we're used to. We want to go back to making America great again. We want to have the very, very wealthy do very well, and we want the rest of you to shut the hell up and get back to work and consider that everything is fine. Everything is great. Nothing to see here. Everything's wonderful. You get your 2 weeks holiday a year. Go see your in-laws in the next state for a year and go camping for a week or so over there and shut the hell up. That's it. That's your dream, okay? And the ultimate is to have a hot dog and a piece of apple pie on your country's anniversary, whether you're in Canada or the US or whatever. Enjoy your ethnic favorite delicacy, processed pork hot dogs, beef hot dogs, and some apple pie, and maybe corn in the cob, because you got to support all those corn farmers who are own Washington like you can't believe, and shut the hell up. That is what you're supposed to do. People around here are kind of going, I'm not going to do that. I've decided that if Congress people can buy and sell stock without having to report it, from all the inside information that they get through their committees and all their pals and all the lobbyists that they get wined and dined by, why the hell should I suffer as a middle class whatever when these pieces of crap are making, they come into Congress, they're worth $500,000 when they get elected, and when they retire 20 years later, they're worth $15 million. What is that all about? They didn't fix the sewer outside my house. They're not fixing the potholes down here. These guys are getting rich with defense stocks and whatever investments they're getting into, and you name it. And I'm supposed to keep pounding away at this gig I got, this so-called job I have, this so-called career that I have that cost me, what, $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 in student loans, in college expensive, to get this job that starts at $60,000 a year that might get me to 120. And when I retire in 15, 20, 30, 40 years from now, when I retire, I'm going to have a middle class lifestyle, maybe, and they might allow me to get my Social Security, or they might take it away from me or tax it away from me. I'm supposed to buy into this. This is the deal. This is your plan. This is your whole plan. Get her. That's your whole plan. Really? I don't think so, Bruce. I kind of like what you're talking about. I kind of like the idea of making money over and above my paycheck, making more money over and above my paycheck, because it's so easy to outdo my paycheck. You see, I'm not being overpaid by triple when I go to work. They don't pay me $360,000 a year for my $120,000 a year job. They pay me $120,000 a year. But in New York, after all the taxes and all the expenses of getting to work and back, I only clear about $75,000, and my rent is $4,000 a month. I am broke here. I've got $1,500 a month, $1,000 a month to spend on. I'm supposed to, enjoy the fruits of my labor on $250 a week in Manhattan. Yeah, well, good luck with that. Or in Connecticut, or wherever it is you live in the Northeast. Really, folks in Frisco who are doing really well. People in Frisco are doing really well, making 100,000 a year, 120,000 a year, 150,000 a year, getting nailed California taxes, property taxes, gasoline at what, $5 a gallon, whatever you're paying. Yeah, right. I am living the life of Riley. I know friends of mine in Kentucky. I have relatives in Tennessee who are making 40,000 a year, 50,000 a year, have more spending money than I have. Yeah, there's a little difference here. I think what I'm going to do, Bruce, is I'm going to hang out with you. I'm going to hang out with your people over here, and I'm going to become a member of your channel. I'm going to take your classes on how to learn how to write stock options, and I'm going to learn how to write options against stock like GameStop. I'm going to learn how to do credit spreads on Nvidia. I'm going to have enough capital here with trading strategies that you talk about, where I can enjoy the movement of 1,000 shares of Nvidia for $10,000 of my money. I like this game, and I like the fact that this is incredibly conservative, and I'm doing what pension funds are doing. I'm doing what banks and insurance companies are doing with the cash balances they're sitting on. I'm doing what ETFs do. I do what these massive hedge funds are doing around the world. I am generating revenue from the shrinkage of option premiums from all those gamblers out there who are trading $5 trillion a week in options. I am taking my pound of flesh out of this business. And I'm telling you, with my headline today, that my viewers are getting a 60% return writing $50 cash secured puts on GameStop. And you're looking at me going, what the hell is a cash secured put? And how the hell is that even possible? I don't understand what this guy's talking about. He's just like one of those YouTubers out there that's 25 years old, 30 years old with 50 years of experience behind them, telling me I can get rich quick on the stock market. And all I'm saying is, you know what you can do? Is you could use $5,000. You can take five measly $1,000, because today $5,000 isn't a lot of money. Unless you're broke, then it's everything. But you could take $5,000 and you could turn around and write, in other words, sell a put contract on GameStop that expires January 2025. And you could be paid upwards of $28 to $30 a contract or a share for this deal, which means you put up $5,000 and you collect $2,800 to $3,000 in cash right now. Add it to your dough, and you're sitting on $7,800 to $8,000 in cash right now. And what have you just done? You have told the stock market, I am willing to pay $50 a share for GameStop between now and January, third Friday of January in 2025, about 6 months. I'm willing to pay $50 a share between now and January. I dare you to make me buy it. You make me buy it this afternoon, I couldn't be more delighted. And you're sitting there asking yourself, why is this guy talking like that? This makes no sense. Why would someone make money if you buy stock at GameStop at $50 a share? How is that possible? Well, it's kind of simple, really. It's really kind of simple. If you are willing to pay $50 a share to buy stock, but I say to you, I'll give you $2,800 right now to do it. You're going to go, what? You're giving me $2,800 in cash, which is $28 a share. It's a 100-share contract. You're giving me $28 to buy the stock at $50. So I take 28 away from 50. That's $22 a share. Isn't that the math? 22 plus 28 is 50, right? Right. And what's the stock trading at right now? Well, just under $32 a share. Hold it. No. Something, Bruce, you're confusing me here. Why would someone give me $28 a share to buy stock at 50 when it's trading at 32? You're letting me buy it at 22 and it's trading at 32. If I buy this stuff at 50, couldn't I just sell that stock at $32 a share? Because that's what it's trading at. I only pay 22 for it. I get the 10, right? Yes, you get to keep the $10 a share. In other words, you just made $1,000 on a $5,000 commitment. What? This can't be legal. Oh, but yes, it is. It is legal. Despite the fact that there are people out there telling you any trade you do on GameStop is illegal, this is very legal. If you own 1,000 shares of GameStop right now, you own 1,000. You've been in this thing forever. And you're wondering, when am I going to sell this stock? I have no idea what the upside is. I don't know where it's going to go. I mean, what am I going to do? If you sold the shares today at $32 a share, you'd bring in $32,000 in cash. And now you're going, oh God, I don't have the stock anymore. I got 32,000 cash. I don't have any stock. And I say to you, okay, you got 32 grand in cash. Why don't you use 30,000 of that and write cash secured puts? You'll write $50 cash secured puts using your $32,000. You can write 6 of them. You need 5,000 for one contract, which represents 100 shares. 6 times 5 grand is $30,000. You need to use $30,000 of your money. You have to park it over here in this part of your account. Keep 2,000 left over here. And you're going to sell 6 cash secured puts, and you're going to be paid $28 a share. And again, I'm using approximate prices. This is where the options were last night, give or take. And this is all my opinion, okay? Financial advice, take it or leave it. But 6 times $2,800. You're going to get $2,800 per contract times 6 contracts. Do the math. I think it's $13,800. I think it's just under 15 grand. Yeah, I think I'm right. You're going to get $13,800 shifted into your account. So you got 30,000 over here to write the calls. You have 2,000 over here plus 13,800. You now have 15,800 in cash over here. And you know that at $5,000 a contract with 15,800 sitting in your account, you can write 3 more of these cash secured puts. You need 5 grand for each of them. You got $15,000. You can write 3 more. And so you do it again. You write 3 more. You bring in 2,800 times 3. It's $8,400 plus whatever money is left over here. Scrape together a couple $100 more. You got another 10 grand over here. You can write 2 more. Now you've written 10 of them. You have written 10 cash secured puts where you're on the hook to buy 1,000 shares for 50 grand. You have the money. It's right here. You have the 50 grand. You started with 30. Then you wrote puts and you wrote more puts, and the money just went over to here to write more puts to buy the stock. Okay. Tomorrow you wake up and you find out from your broker, listen, you own 1,000 shares of GameStop. Your options got exercised. You now own 1,000 GameStop shares. You paid $50 for them. We took 50 grand out of your account. You got 1,000 shares, and they're at $32 a share. Is this a disaster? Because on the surface, you're going, oh my God, my $50,000 is gone, and I have a $32,000 stock position. Actually, you're long now 1,000 shares. You could theoretically just write calls against those 1,000 shares and say, thank you, sir, may I have another? Remember, the last 2 you wrote, those last 2 contracts to get you to 10, you didn't do anything with that money. That was $5,600 in cash you got. You got that $5,600 sitting here, plus you got a $32,000 cash stock position. That's worth $37,600. You only sold 1,000 shares at 32 to begin this whole thing. You have 32 at the beginning. You now have 37 something, almost 38,000. And you could now write on those 1,000 shares, you could write call options, which you could do today if you wanted to with your 1,000 shares, but we're not going to do that. No, you're going to sell those shares at $32. Sell them again. What are you going to do now? Well, you got 32,000 in cash plus the 5,000 in cash. You have 37,000 in cash, almost 38,000. You're going to write 7 $50 cash secured puts. You're going to haul in 7 times $2,800 again. And you're going to take that money and write another bunch of puts. You're going to take that dough and write some. You're going to be up to 12, 13 cash secured puts, which means you could be up to 1,300 shares of stock. If the stock just sits at 32, you'll be at 1,300 tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. you're growing your money incredibly quickly. But let's just say something bad happens. The stock goes down to $25 a share or $28 a share. You'll get exercised on your stock option, likely, and then you will either sell the stock and write more cash secured puts, or you will write calls against them. If the shares go up to $35 or $40 a share, because our friend Mr. Roaring Kitty is exercising his contracts, they go to 40 a share and you get exercised. You wake up tomorrow morning with 1,000 shares that are worth $40,000 right over here, and you've got this money over here, $6,000. You have $46,000 value in your account. You started at 38 yesterday. You started at 32 yesterday when you sold your 1,000 shares at $32. You went from 32,000 to 48,000 in 24 hours, or 48 hours, or 72 hours, whenever the stock went to 40. If the stock goes to 50, you might not get exercised. No one will sell you stock if the stock is trading at 50 or more on the open market. But those put contracts that you sold, where you took in the $28, they won't be worth $28. If the stock's at 50, these contracts are going to be trading at $5, $6. You sold them for 28. Theoretically, you could just buy those back and keep the difference, or you do buy those back and now you write new cash secured puts that are $75 or $80 or $100 puts. You will write even more expensive puts and roll all over again. The returns are ridiculous. All right. If you can get a $30 return on a $50 contract, that is 60% handed to you on your money. Remember one more thing. There's just one more thing. If you start with 1,000 shares and you sold them for $32,000 and you wrote these puts and rewrote, you now have in your account enough cash to buy 1,000 shares at $50. That's 50 grand. And the 5,000-6,000 left over I was telling you about. You got about $55,000, $56,000 cash in your account that you might need 50 of to buy the stock at $50 a share, 1,000 shares. But this $56,000, it earns interest while it's sitting in your account. You're sitting on cash. You don't have any stock. You have cash. You have a commitment to buy 1,000 shares at $50, but until that's exercised, your cash is your cash. It earns interest. Now, at 5% interest, if theoretically your broker pays you that kind of interest, $56,000 pays $2,800 a year in interest. Break that down into a 1 month scenario, we're talking about $240 a month in interest. You're earning $240 a month interest on top of your money while you're waiting to be exercised or for the stock to go up to buy your puts back at a lower price. This is what we're talking about. I'm putting you into a cash position rather than into a risk position. You have to learn how options work. You have to learn how options are created. You have to learn how options depreciate. You have to learn how to buy back contracts. You have to learn how to do rollovers. There's a lot to learn in the options market. I'm trying in plain English to tell you how you can make money in the options market on something like GameStop, which apparently everything is illegal about this company, and make a bunch of dough legally and say thank you very much. One way to get into this is to go to Google and look up search engines and search documents on how options work. And you will find millions of pages on stock options. You will find tens of thousands of articles, thousands of historical references to option trading. It'll go on and on and on and on and on. And if you can read at the speed of light and you can absorb all the technical jargons and all the terms that have been issued by all the experts out there, God bless you. You can, for free, if you've got all the time in the world, to understand how the option market works. On the other hand, if you've got kids, you're married, you have a day job, you got bills, you might not have 20 hours a day to dedicate to this kind of research. You might need a bit of a shortcut. You might need to get to the point where, can you just tell me in plain English how this works so I too can write options? I have good news. I think I have good news. You go to my website called stockmarketswithbruce.ca, and you will figure out very quickly that over at that website right there, which is my website, you will come across a mug, a photo, an image like this. You'll find good old Uncle Bruce over there who will guide you down the road. Head over to the next link, which is the classes link, and this is what you'll see right here. Attention students, classes in session. Scroll down the page, and there you go. Start with lesson number 1, how to buy, call, and put contracts. Lesson number 2, how to write, call, and put stock options. These first 2 classes here are invaluable. They're basic. They're in plain English. They're in front of a live audience. That was just like the audience you see here talking. Moderated by Auntie Jen, my Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife, my hot wife. She monitored the class, and she interrupts me while I'm trying to explain stock options to my live audience because they're asking questions. What does this mean? What does this mean? Can you repeat that? You'll figure out pretty quickly, I understand that. Oh, I get that. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. You will start to figure out class number 1, and then class number 2 builds on class number 1. Class number 3 builds on class number 2, number 4 and 5. And there are 17 of these. Because I got to tell you something, folks. Here's 3 and 4, 5 and 6. These classes are just trying to give you a reflection of just what the hell is going on out there in the options market. There's a reason why the options market turns over $5 trillion a week in money, because there's a lot of money in this business, and this business is dominated by the big players, the hedge fund players, the bankers, the investment bankers of Wall Street. These guys run this business. Retail investors are welcome to join the options market. No problem at all. Your trading platform on your phone, you figure out pretty quickly you can trade options using your telephone. Not a problem. Robinhood loves to have you open an account, and with virtually no experience, you can start buying and selling call options. If you want to start writing call options, you have to go through a couple of hoops. And this is where it gets interesting, because Wall Street wants you to be a follower of the market. They just want you to do what they tell you to do. What they really want you to do is just to put money into your 401k at the office, have your employer match it, and have those dollars be managed by money managers. That's what they want. They don't want you to do anything else. Now, if you get an inheritance, or if you get lucky on a horse race, or you sell your house and you start renting a place and you've got $100,000 in equity, they would now like you to walk into the branch of one of their full-service wealth management outfits and give that money to wealth managers who will take a survey with you and show you your risk tolerance levels, and then they'll divvy up that $100,000 into 5 $20,000 chunks, or 4 $25,000 chunks. This money will go into a bond fund. This $25,000 will go into a growth fund. This $25,000 will go into a whatever fund. Does this sound familiar to you? And they will then manage that money on your behalf. And you'll get a statement in the mail every month. You'll get email updates, and it'll all be fine. And these trillions of dollars that are being collected every year by these money managers will be managed in the markets. And they'll buy Nvidia with it, and they'll buy Apple with it, and they'll buy IBM with it. But they will charge you a fee for this expert service that they're providing you, and it's going to cost you about 2% on the value of your account. It's not a flat fee. They don't charge you like $100 a year or $200 a year. No, it's a fee based on the value of your account. The more they make for you, the more they get. Well, that kind of sounds good, doesn't it? I mean, after all, they only make money when you make money. Well, actually, no. If you lose money, if they blow it and don't make you any money this year because of a bad market, you still get nailed 2% of the value of your account, no matter whether it's up or down or not. Sure, they would rather you make money than lose money, because then they get raises. But no, they will make money no matter what. They also have you into funds that are being managed funds. These managed funds have fees themselves. They have management fees and profit sharing arrangements. That means that you might get a statement once a a month, once a quarter, once a year that tells you, oh, in the last 52 weeks, you made a return of 4.7% on your money, or 6.3%, or whatever the hell it is. A loss, a gain, a break even. What you don't know is that 5% or 8% of the generated revenues came out of your account, never made it to your account in expenses to run the damn thing. And that is why if you go to the Indianapolis 500, you go to the Kentucky Derby, you go to the Master. Oh, wait a minute. None of you go to that, do you? None of you get to go to these places. I don't get to go to these places. The reason there are corporate tents and corporate facilities and box suites at all NBA games and NFL games and NHL games and in the baseball diamonds, the choice seats, the choice corporate boxes, who rents those? Wall Street, the biggest investment bankers in the world, and they entertain their biggest clients there, which you are not. They take care of their multi-million and multi-billion dollar pals and their families and their kids at these beautiful corporate facilities, and they take private jets to go there. You will never be invited to do that, and it's from your money. The trillions that they're managing overall pays for all these fees, and they now cater to their top 1% of their clientele, top half of 1% of their clientele. You will never be there. So I'm trying to get you to be doing what they do, which is, why don't you write stock options on stocks that they write stock options on? And why don't you look at the GameStop story here and decide, I'll write options on GameStop. Why don't I take advantage of this run? I can get rich. Or richer. Welcome to the party, pal. This is what we're doing here. So if you want to get into this, you want to learn how to write options on stock you own, you want to write options on stock you don't own. Would you like to trade credit spreads on Nvidia? Would you like to trade credit spreads on GameStop? Would you like to trade poor man covered call contracts? Would you like to write those? You want to figure what this means. Do you want to understand the psychology of the market, let alone what to do in the market? These classes might help you. As a matter of fact, they will help you. They've helped a lot of people here. But you have to take the first step. Grab class number 1. Grab class number 2. They're an hour and a half to 2 hours long. They're $150. You can buy one at a time. You don't have to buy all of them. If you want to buy all 17 classes, you can get a deal. Yes, I'll offer you a deal if you buy all 17. $2,000, $1,999 US, you can get all 17. You'll save about 20%. Congratulations. But you don't have to. You can buy class number 1, class number 2. I recommend you buy them in order. That's what I recommend. It's like a college course. Don't join the college course halfway in, because you won't know what the hell we're talking about. There are people here who actually believe, well, I know a lot about the market, so I'll just start at class number 6. Not recommended. Take your 10, 12 hours and grab those first 6 as well. You can rewatch them anytime you want, again and again and again, and away you go. But it's up to you. It's totally your call how you want to do this. It doesn't matter. All right. That's that. Welcome to the party, pal. We open for trading in 15 minutes. Okay. What I see right now is GameStop shares now at $31.44. I saw them earlier this morning at 32 something. They were up a little bit already on the day. We traded 3.2 million shares today. Don't be surprised if there's an attack on the stock to try to drop it, because there are very powerful forces out there who are getting their butts handed to them on GameStop right now. Have you ever heard the name Andrew Left? Do you know who that guy is? His picture has been in the social media lately. He was written up in Wall Street Journal yesterday. Andrew Left is a money manager and is a specialist in shorting stocks, and he's well respected in his field. He's no dummy. Andrew Left got his butt handed to him in 2021 on a GameStop wager that went wrong. He was short GameStop in the $8 to $15 neighborhood. And when the stock reached 20, he actually went public to let the world know he thinks this thing is way overvalued. It was only a $2 stock a year ago. It's now $20 a share. You're crazy if you're short. If you're not short this stock, you're long the stock. You're out of your mind. He tried to go live on Twitter. It didn't work. It crashed Twitter, so he had to do a recorded address to the world, and that got aired the next day. And within 48 hours, the stock was $60 because the retail investors went, "Oh yeah, pal, you're short this stuff. You're the enemy. You're one of the guys that we're after." Because all these hedge funds were shorting the hell out of GameStop back in 2020, 2021, and the market was looking for vengeance, and they got it. Retail investors bought 50 shares, 100 shares, 150 shares, 200, 400, 500 shares each, and they sat on it and they folded their arms and said, "I own 500 shares of GameStop. Screw you. I'm not giving it back to you." And they paid 20. They paid 25. They paid 30. They paid 40. And the stock kept going. Mr. Left had to buy back his stock, and he got out. By the time it hit 80 to 100, he got out and lost a lot of money. But he wasn't the loser. He wasn't even the biggest loser, because if you've seen the money, Dumb Money, and I recommend you see the movie called Dumb Money. It's on Netflix. You can watch it for free now. Watch this movie, and you'll see the battle between small retail investors and big hedge fund operators. And the hedge fund boys got their clocks handed to them big time. And then there was all kinds of crazy shenanigans going on, which you might notice is happening right now, all over again. Shenanigans to try to stop retail investors and Roaring Kitty from doing legitimate trading on GameStop. Here we go again. But this time around, we got a whole bunch of people out there who've been buying GameStop shares going, "You're not fooling me this time. I'm going to hold on to this stuff." I know that at $31, $32 a share, we haven't even started yet. Because you have to remember that back in 2021, there were only 70 million shares in existence. We did a 4-for-1 stock split on this thing, this company. This company split their shares 4-for-1 a couple of years ago. So at $30 a share right now, this is a $120 stock. GameStop is at $120. If you remember back in 2020, 2021, the shares went from $4.80 when I did my first ever video on GameStop on that massive short position. It went from $4.80 to the 300 something level, and it backed off and went back up again, and went down and went up again. We're now at 120, 125 a share. We're not at 5 or 6 or 8 or 10 or 12 or $20. We're at 120. Andrew Left started talking again to the media this week about people who are long this stuff are crazy. Why is he doing it? He shorted it again. He didn't learn his lesson the last time, and he's caught short-handed again. And he's not the only one, and he's not the biggest one. There are 70 million shares declared short on GameStop right now. 70 million. The options market, where Roaring Kitty can buy 12 million shares at $20 a share, that's not included in this number. That number is separate. The options market is another entity with probably 70 million more shorted. That puts us at 140 million potentially short. Then there's the derivatives market, that black hole that no one regulates, that banks in the United States, the serious investment bankers, during the Clinton administration, this is going way back, when the Clinton administration proposed that it might be a good idea to regulate the derivatives market, which no one regulates, the bankers went, "Oh, no, you're not going to do that. We're professionals. We're the industry professionals that know what we're talking about. And the only people that invest in the derivatives market are sophisticated bankers and high net worth individuals. We don't need no government interference here." This was done in the 90s. In 2007 and 8, what happened in the derivatives market? Do you remember what happened in the derivatives market in 2007, 2008? All the mortgages blew up in the US, in Europe, and elsewhere. Many trillions were lost, and many people lost their houses when they saw their values of their homes completely collapse out, because the run-up of the housing market led to a crash. The derivatives market was completely responsible, all unregulated. And do you think that after that, Congress decided we're going to have to regulate the derivatives market because the American taxpayers had to cough up $700 billion in a TARP program to rescue the investment bankers in Wall Street that screwed up the derivatives? No, No, there's no regulation on the business. No, 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 no. That still continues on. And the speculation is that on GameStop alone, there's a billion to a half bit, 1.5 billion shares shorted on GameStop in the derivatives market. Now you might now understand why Roaring Kitty is not supposed to trade anymore. We can't allow this guy to trade. We can't allow this guy to try to buy 12 million shares of GameStop using his 120,000 call options at $20 a share. Oh, we can't allow him to do that. That's market manipulation. We can't have that. Really? Warren Buffett goes on television to tell the world he owns stock in Occidental Petroleum and he bought stock in this company and this company. That is legal? He's allowed to go on camera and brag about the fact that Berkshire Hathaway is worth billions and billions of dollars because we own these great companies. And Roaring Kitty doesn't grant interviews, doesn't go on camera, doesn't speak, doesn't print a word on any social media. And this guy is trying to exercise his options, his contracted options. And this is illegal? Really? This is fascinating, isn't it? Yeah, there's two worlds. The world of the very well-to-do who control it all and the rest of us who are trying to get by. Welcome to the party, everybody. You have a shot here to make some dough, and you have to decide how you want to do it. If you feel that you just want to buy and sell stock and you want to buy and sell options, God bless you. Do you think there might be another way to join the pros by becoming an option writer and just do what they do? Well, in other words, become the casino. Be the person that is a casino rather than a slot player. Own the slot machine, and instead of playing the slot machine. You want to play that angle? I welcome you to this channel. I welcome you to my website. I welcome you to my classes, and take it from there. You may find that after a class or two, it's just not for you. It's just, Bruce, I can't grasp the concept. It doesn't. On the other hand, some of you get into it and you go, I don't quite understand this, but I'm going to read it. I'm going to watch these classes. I'm going to read up on this stuff. And after the third, fourth, fifth class, you go, I get it. Oh my God, I get it. I'm doing everything backwards. Everything that they tell me to do, they do the opposite against me. And all of a sudden I'm going, well, why should I be that way? How many people out there watching me right now, how many of you have been receiving emails and announcements and updates in your brokerage accounts, your platform accounts? How many of you have been getting little notes asking permission from your broker to you to allow them to lend your stock out to investors, and they'll pay you interest on the value of your stock? Have you been getting those? That's called the lending stock to shorters. And especially on GameStop, how many millions of people out there, hundreds of thousands of shareholders, have been receiving notifications from their brokers asking permission for them to lend your stock to shorters, and they'll pay you interest every month on the value of that stock. You know what they're doing with that? They're allowing shorters to sell the stock to drive the price down. In other words, you're getting paid pennies to allow them to crap your market and drop your stock price. The opposite of what you want to do. You want your stock to go up because you own the stuff. You've just allowed them to lend your stock to shorters who are going to crush your market. And you're being paid pennies to do it. And the lower the stock goes, the less you get. Really? This is your broker. This is the firm that you're using to try to get rich. They're working against you doing this crap. Maybe it's time to become an option writer. Maybe it's time to become the casino. I'll tell you, it's unbelievable. Jason Laws, thank you very much for becoming a member of this channel. I really appreciate it. Those of you who have joined us in the last few months, as we've been watching SoFi and we've been watching GameStop here, we're watching Matterport, we're watching all kinds of stuff going on here. Man, has it been an unbelievable ride. Thank you all. For those of you who have come through here and are becoming members of this channel, you're becoming subscribers of this channel. Those of you who have started to take classes, congratulations. And then those of you who have gone to the next step, you're not only members and you're taking classes, but now you're also looking up myself, you're looking me up and going, Bruce, I need a one-on-one session with you because my situation is unique. My wife and I are just retired or about to retire, or we've been retired a while, or we're both working in our 30s and 40s, and we're trying to get out of the rat race. We want to become self-employed, doing option writing as a full-time thing. We don't want to work for anybody anymore. On and on and on it goes. You you got the phone call at 3 a.m. that there's an issue with mom or dad, and your whole lives are completely upside down because now you are the leaders of the family, and you had no idea that mom and dad were in such trouble health-wise, and they were in such a mess financially, and now you've got to handle all their stuff. People look me up for a one-on-one to have a private chat. If you'd like one of those, send me a private email, and we'll try to schedule a situation, a meeting with you, and we'll talk about what to do. If you just need help with your option strategies, certainly I'm more than happy to talk to you on a one-on-one basis, no question about it, and we'll go over where it is you're at and what it is you're trying to do, and we will see if there's ways you can adjust your trading styles or your portfolios and kind of go from there. It's all good. By the way, 214 thumbs ups. Thank you. And have you seen the poll question today? 682 people have addressed my poll question. The question of the day is, I think GameStop shares will trade over $40 a share in the next week. 86% saying, yes, sir, I think those shares will trade over $40 a share in the next week. Only 14% of 690 voters say, I don't think so. This is a huge swing on what you think is going to happen with the shares of GameStop. And the folks in Wall Street are completely against you. They are your enemy here. They're not going to help you. They're not going to promote the stock. They're not going to tell you how smart you are. They're basically going to say, you must be up to something bad. You must be doing something wrong to be making this kind of money. Because if you're doing anything with Roaring Kitty, you are clearly an enemy of Wall Street. There it is. It's unbelievable. Anyway, there you go. Jason Laws, by the way, thank you, Jason, for being a member. He says, so they're saying on Twitter that there's a new YouTube video added on Roaring Kitty's account, but it hasn't been released yet. He had 62 videos yesterday, and now there's 63, but it hasn't been released yet. Well, that makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. I don't know how you do that. I'm a YouTuber. I have no idea how you do that. I'm just doing the best I can with what we've got. I don't know. Nazareth, thank you for number 222 on the thumbs up. Anyway, there you have it. Thank you. We're going up, says Jason. Larry, Bruce, I'm ringing the bells. We're starting trading right now. We're up and running. We're open for business, and we're underway. Let's get richer. Larry, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't be more excited than this. Thank you for hitting the bells as you do every day for us. It is much appreciated. We're just starting the party rolling here. Welcome all to the channel. Become a member of this channel, and you can comment now during market trading time. If you become a gold bagel level member, you are at the penthouse of this channel. You get to join me 8 o'clock Eastern time to 8:30 for a pre-alert show before I do this show. And on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock Eastern, you get to join us. Gold bagel members only, primetime live with Uncle Bruce. We share trading strategies, and we talk about the markets, and we talk about what's going on, and I welcome you all to the party, pal. We've only just begun. We're up 16 on the Dow, it would appear. I've got GameStop at 31.80 or something like that. We're up about 15 cents at this point. 4.1 million have gone through. By yesterday morning at this time, we only had 1 million shares trade on GameStop. Right now, we're at 4 million traded on GameStop. This is getting hotter and hotter and hotter. This stock is going to go higher. If this exercise of the call options by Roaring Kitty is going to go through, and I think it will, these shares will go higher. And the higher they go, the more likely those calls will all be exercised, which puts a 12 million share squeeze just instantly into this marketplace. And that's going to pile in 100 million of shares of buying power, because the folks watching from the sidelines are willing and ready to pounce on GameStop at any hint of desperate buying coming in from shorters. This will amplify the run. You could see 100 a share on GameStop. Yes. you could see 200 a share on GameStop. That means it would be trading at 800 a share pre-split. That's what we're talking. We're talking about a higher price on GameStop now than we've ever seen before. That's what I'm talking about. This is why Wall Street is panicking. There are those in Wall Street who are making a killing on this, loving it, and there are those in Wall Street that are really nervous about it. And there are people nervous in Switzerland, in England, in Saudi Arabia, in UAE, in Hong Kong. They're nervous around the world. If you're short this stuff, you are in big trouble. My humble opinion, you are on the wrong side of this market if you're short this stock. If you write $50 put credit spreads good till January 2025, you can haul in some really nice premiums right now, and you would be saying to the market, I am willing to pay $22 a share for a $32.40 stock. No problem. I say good on you. If you got 50 grand lying around, I'm telling you, I think you should write 10 cash secured puts for $50 each, expiring in January 2025. I can tell you right now, I don't think you're going to be waiting very long to roll out of those and move into 75s or 80s. And you'll roll out of those and you'll go into 100s, making money all along the way. I am certain. You don't have to own any shares of GameStop to do this. You do not have to buy the stock to do it. But look, 90 to 95% of market participants in the equities market, one, they don't play options at all. And if they do play options, they only buy calls or they buy puts. They don't write. They buy stock to sell stock. The problem with these folks, unfortunately, is that they'll buy stock at 32 and it goes to 42 and they don't know if they should sell it or not. And if they do sell it, they're out. And now if it goes to 52, they go, damn it, I lost $10 a share. I could have had that. So they don't sell. They go, well, I'm not going to sell because it might go to 52. And when it gets to 52, well, it might go to 62. Option writers take their profit the minute they write the contract. That's the hardest part of the trade, is to create the trade in the first place. But once it's done, you've got your dough in your hands. You got your profit paid to you in your hand. Now you decide how much of this money you give back to make your next option move. It's that simple and yet complicated. And so welcome to those of you, and congratulations to those of you who have stepped up and have decided, I'm going to become an option writer. I'm not going to play this buy now and hope for some signal from above to tell me when to get out, because no one knows where the high is. I'm going to go the other direction. I'm going to get paid and be compensated with insurance to protect my investment. I like this game. Thank you all for joining me. 3264, 3270 on GameStop as it goes to 3282 right now. We're up about $1.20. We're now at $33 a share. We just broke through 33 like it wasn't even there. It's like a hot knife through soft butter. We've traded 6.6 million shares of GameStop. Yesterday, that took about 20 minutes. It's taken 5 this morning. This stock is going to take off. It's happening now. It's happening this second. I don't know if you realize it. There's a short squeeze happening live right now, this moment on GameStop. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't look like it. But I'm telling you, every dollar this stock goes up right now is equal to $4 a share from 3 years ago. At 33 a share, multiplied by 4, we're talking $132 a share right now. At $34 a share, I can't even do the math. It's just short of $140. It's unbelievable what's going on. This stock could go up $10 today. It went up 5 yesterday. It could go up 10 today. I'm not saying it will, but it could. We've traded 7.3 million now. Who's buying? Why would there be 7 million shares of buying in 5 minutes? What? Every firm, every channel you watch, any article you read, every sophisticated newspaper, financial, they're telling you you're nuts. You're an idiot if you buy this stock. You're dumb money. Why are 7.5 million traded in 6 minutes? That many stupid people? Or are there people who really know what they're doing and are making some serious money here? And on the options market, we have more trading than what you see on the stock going on right now. It's insanity. We're up $1.15 at 32.70. The high so far 33.49. We are going to see $1 fluctuations all day long. You're going to see attacks on the stock, and then you're going to see run-ups. You're going to see backing off and up and up. There are literally, I think, tens of billions of dollars on the line right now, from winners to losers. And they're all around the world, hedge fund players and down to retail investors. And if you're an option writer, I think you're a winner. I think you're going to be a winner, and you're going to be very pleased with your results. 237 thumbs up. Thank you. Always be writing. I can't thank you folks enough for being here. Touch grass. You know, my cash secured puts are they're down in value. This is great. I sold them at way more than they're trading at. This is good stuff. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Lorraine says our homes are underwater because of balloon mortgages. My neighbors bought their new houses at half price. Some banks took advantage of seniors who paid off their mortgages. Unbelievable. Nazareth at 32.50, still major resistance for GameStop today. Blair Barkley is a new member of this channel. Blair, thank you. And welcome to the party, pal. This is a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member. Nice to have you here. He says, hey, Uncle B, I've always been here, and I'm now a member. Thank you, my friend, for joining this family. Of course, you'll be welcomed by everybody. It's great to have you here. If you become a Gold Bagel member, there's one other perk I keep forgetting to mention. If you want to be part of our Discord group, I don't run the Discord group, by the way. I'm not even on the Discord group. The Discord group is this family of members that talk to each other and scheme how to make money writing options. If you want to become part of an option writing Discord group that is associated with this channel, become a Gold Bagel member of this channel, write me a private email. Send me an email to my email address. It's right here, brucefarmer@hotmail.com. And just let me know, hey, Bruce, I'm a Gold Bagel member. I just joined. I would like to become part of the Discord group. I will then send you some link information that you can join that group. And now you can talk about option strategies 24/7 when I'm not even on the air. So there's another benefit of being a Gold Bagel member of this channel. I will do everything in my power to make it worth your while to pay YouTube $25 a month to be a Gold Bagel member. I'll do everything in my power for you to make way more than that on this market. All right, that's up to you if you want to do it, and just want to tell you that up front. Parker, thank you. Welcome. Welcome to Blair, and welcome to you, Parker, to the channel today. Welcome all of you to the show. Glad to have you here. Head yourselves over, if you can, to stockmarkswithbruce.ca. Grab some classes. If you want to buy all 17 classes in one shot, the way you do that is you need to make a payment to my PayPal account. You need to make a payment to my PayPal account, which is over here. You go to paypal.com, and there's a scrolling on the bottom right there, and you deliver $1,999 US to that account. Bruce Farmer, Traveling with Bruce. That's the name of my PayPal account that I first established, and I will then personally send you 17 links, one for each class. I will do that directly to you. You won't do it through the website, but only if you want to buy them all. Okay. Many of you are looking for one or two here and there. You just go to the website, pick them up. They're $150 a piece, whenever you want. And let's get the party started. Thank you all so very, very much for being here. All this linkage and information, how to reach me, is down below in the description of this channel. Thank you all for being here. 713 of you here. Are you making money? We're at 33.24 on GameStop. We're going up again to the high of the day, 33.49. 9.6 million traded so far in 11 minutes. That's what's going on GameStop right at this moment in time. Welcome all to the show. The Dow is up 12.5 points. Nothing going on there yet. AI is up a penny to 30.57. We've got ME at 43 cents. Nothing new yet. SoFi 6.90, down 1 penny. That will be the next stock to go. SoFi. We love SoFi here. You want to make some money on a stock and get it cheap? SoFi at 6.92. Pick up all you can get. It's up to you. Nvidia, $27 gain at 12.51. That's what Wall Street wants you to do. They want you to buy this stock at its all-time high because it's worth more than Apple. That's their reasoning. Well, it's worth more than Apple. You should buy this. Really? I should buy it at the all-time high. Why didn't you yell at me when it was 850 3 weeks ago? Why didn't you yell at me when it was 949? Well, the earnings were coming up. We didn't know how the earnings would go. We weren't sure. Well, now that we're sure, we think you should pay record highs for this stock. Maybe you could write options on GameStop instead, cash secured puts, and make a killing there. Why don't you take 60% off the table, 55% off the table, and do that instead of buying a stock at its all-time high? You want to make 50% on Nvidia? It has to go up $600 a share right now. That's what it has to do. You think Nvidia is going up $600 a share in the next 6 months? I'm not so sure about that. We're already up 400 from the 850 range. I'd rather write credit spreads, put credit spreads on Nvidia, and make a ton of money. But wait until after the split. I think right now we wait till next week. Isn't this fun? Blair, hey, Uncle B, always been here. Welcome, says Parker. Susan Shops, wow, I wrote one $50 cash secured put for January 25 for 28.80. Looked at if I rolled to 75s, and yikes, I'd get a credit of 23.21. The 25 $75 puts are $49.95. That's $4,995 if I were to write a $75 cash secured put. Now, that's true. I mean, you're getting $50 a share, and that means you're willing to pay net $25 a share for your GameStop stock, which is trading right now at $32.72. I would stick with the 50s for now, and let's let the stock go to 40, and then we'll figure out whether we want to go to 75s. It's okay, because we can go to 75s, and then we can go to 100s, and then we can go to 125s as the stock moves up. As you make a killing on these contracts you're writing now, you'll roll into higher strike and make another one and another one. And you're going to watch others make billions while you make thousands, tens of thousands, and more. It's kind of fun, isn't it? Isn't this fun? One, Uncle Bruce, I just got these 3 contracts. January 6, 2024, corporation, I'm not sure what's going on here. Sell to open 3 contract GameStop. 17 puts, limit at 27 day filled at 20. Okay, so you wrote 3 $50 cash secured puts on GameStop that expire January 2025, and you just got paid $27.25 per contract. Got it. All right. So you take $27.25 off the 50. If you were told you just bought this stock at 50, you got $27.25 to do it. Take that off the 50. You're on the hook to pay the difference, which is $22.75. The stock's at $32.80. You're up $10 if you get exercised now. Not bad, huh? Stock goes to $40 and you get exercised. You bought stock at 50 that's trading at 40, and you already got $27.25. Thank you very much. Are you laughing? Yes, indeed. You make money if the stock goes up as well. Even if the stock stays where it is, you make money. I love this game. Nazareth, Wall Street needs exit liquidity on Nvidia, so that's why they are pushing people to buy it now. Pick knows it's pretty grim when the stock runs up like this and all your covered calls are deep in the money with nothing on the chain to roll into. I need a dope slap right now. One, yes, I wrote them, says Bruce. I wrote them. That's right, baby. They just gave me 3 times $2,725. They just gave me that 3 times. That's a nice little pickup of what is that? 54, 74, over $8,000 just hauled in on a $15,000 commitment. Not bad. Not too shabby at all. I say, well done. Thank you all for being here. There are more than 200 thumbs ups in the house. So we are now showing 269, 270 thumbs ups. Thank you. The poll question has been addressed now 793 times. The question in the poll question today is, I think GameStop will trade over $40 a share in the next week. I think, Bruce, the shares will break the $40 barrier. They're at $33.30 now. I think they're going to break 40 in the next week. 795 people have addressed the poll question. 87% say yes, this stock will break $40 in the next week. Only 13% say no way in hell is that going to happen. I kind of agree with these poll results. I think you're onto something here. We're going to find out about that. Thank you all for being here, for saying hi to me, giving me thumbs ups. Thank you all for your support. Those of you grabbing these classes, I cannot congratulate you more than enough. I can't encourage you enough to take them as quickly, as comfortably as you can. Try to take 2 or 3 of them a week, 4 of them a week if you can. Catch up to us who have already done all 17. Learn how to write options. Take this money that's being handed to you freely from these gamblers. It's incredible how much money they're handing over. You can read the comments yourself right here. The folks are telling you right straight out 33.20, 33.30 on GameStop. The high of the day, 33.59, 11.7 million traded already in 17 minutes on GameStop. If you don't think there's a short squeeze going on, you're a moron. You are clueless as to what is happening here. This is so obvious what's going on. 33.50 right now, 54. We're going for a new high right now. There is a wave of buying coming into this stock. It's going to go terribly higher, and there is no doubt in my mind about it. This is on fire. You can go after the all-time highs on Nvidia. You can chase Apple and hope they have a good AI program. Yes, you can. But you can also decide, you know what, Bruce? Why don't I just write some cash-secured puts? I can write $30 cash-secured puts on GameStop to be really conservative, where I'm offering to buy the stock for less than it's trading at. I could probably get $8 to $10 a share for those. Why wouldn't I do that? I'm on the hook for $20 a share. I could take a chance on this. 33.86. Now we're at new highs right now on GameStop. 230 gain to 33.89, 33.92, 33.96, 33.97, 34. We're over $34 now on GameStop. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to have you here. I hope you're having fun because I'm loving this. Brian, Bruce, I'm your 285th thumbs up, buddy. Thank you. Parker Ivy, you could write a 30 cash secured put expiring tomorrow for $1.07 credit. How about that one? That's easy money. Bama Babe, Uncle Bruce, I'm going to ask my question again. Should I take my profits on 100 Nvidia shares now or when it splits and start writing 10 covered calls on it? What should I do? My humble opinion is I would sell them now. I would sell them here because I believe that the odds of the stock going higher after the split are lower than them staying where they are and going lower. Why? Because we've gone up 300 a share in 2 weeks to where we are now. And I don't know why everyone has to want to buy stock, 25 billion shares outstanding next week. Why would you buy at 125 thinking it's going to go right to 135? Really? I'm not so sure about that. I would take the dough off the table, fold your arms, wait a week, wait 2 weeks. Can you do it? You might find that you'll buy the stock back at 115, 120, 108, and then write. Or you may decide, you know what, Bruce, I've sold the stock. I'm now going to wait for the split, let it settle in, and then I'm just going to do credit spreads. I'm going to use this capital to do put credit spreads, 10, 15% behind the market, and I'm going to haul in a ton of dough doing $5 spreads on the stock. Again, Bama Babe, it's all up to you to decide. Of course, you could write a call option right now for $1,300 if you want, or $1,400 or $1,500. Up to you. You could write a at the money call right now that expires 6 months from now if you want for a ton of dough. You'll then have 10 of everything next. Totally your call. You're in a control position. Congrats on making money. Brian, Uncle Bruce, my June 21 cash secured puts that I sold for $3.25, they're going for 90 cents. Think I should buy them back? They expire. Yes. I think you should get your act together and grab these and write new contracts at higher strikes for dollars. Stop playing with pennies and grab dollars. I want you to write a cash secured put that gives you $1,000. Stop taking $300 and start taking $1,000 per contract. This stock is giving you a chance of a lifetime on this thing with cash secured puts where you've got so much protection. Yes, my friend, I would love to see you take some serious money off the table. Give them 90 cents and get out there and take $9, $8, $12. taking some cash. It's your turn. Charlie C. GameStop up 8%. Blair, sorry, Uncle Bruce, I spent my 500 limit on the something show. I don't know what's going on there. Blair, tired of banging my head at being cattle listening, not buying your classes after 3 years. I'm ready with $1 million. I want to make that money start working for me instead of those. Brian, I hope my 36 covered calls go in the money. Buy my shares for 40. Woohoo! Splair grabbed 65 more from ME at 41 and 42 cents. Charlie, my reverse psychology is working. I voted no in the poll. The stock always does the opposite of what I say. Up it goes. 33.40, 33.35. High of the day, 34.30 so far. We've backed off $1 from the high. This is completely to be expected. We've traded 14.4 million. Welcome to the party, pal. Put in your stink bids, put in your stink offers, and get richer. Blair, banker bandits. Brian, ME keeps dropping numbers, so you think we should average down? Look, I know they want to take it private. I just don't know at what price. I don't know when. I don't know how. So, we're talking a 41-cent stock. You decide what you want to do, but there's money to be made in the GameStop trade right now. GME says M was July 26, 24 options just added. I don't see any volume or open interest. It might be that they're creating them now. That might well be that we're going out to July 26. No surprise. Parker, my $40 cover call starting to itch to be rolled. Either will be bought back or rolled tomorrow. There you go. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. If you've written contracts in the $20 neighborhood, 22, 24 neighborhood, 25 neighborhood, you may want to explore the possibility of rolling your contract out in time for a higher strike. Let your stock be exercised, but at a higher strike per share. Can you do a rollover that costs you nothing and add $5 to the strike price? That's $500 a contract to you. I would be doing that urgently now. Get on with it. All righty. Too much fun, and I love what's going on here. Guys, welcome to the party. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Welcome to the insanity of this market. My goodness, are we having fun here. 14.8 million traded in 24 minutes. I'm loving it. This is good stuff. This is your opportunity, option writers, to take some serious money from the gamblers. You cannot seriously let this pass you by. You have to take it. You have to take it. Well done, everybody. So much fun. 93 thumbs ups? Are we at 300 thumbs ups almost? Thank you, everybody, for that. Hit the thumbs up button. The poll question has now 838 votes. 86% of you are saying these shares will be over $40 a share in the next week. That's going to happen, Bruce. We've already seen 34.30 this morning. This stock is going higher. We just went through 33.65 here. Now we're at 33.68, 71, 75. They're taking out offers all over the place at the moment. We'll see just how this runs. More buyers showing than sellers, that is for sure. There's stock available, but not much. There's a lot wanted here just behind these bids. There's some serious buy orders waiting, looking to get filled. What can I say? This market is rolling. Do not fight the tape on this one. Don't fight the tape. Go with the flow here. There's stock wanted at the 33 range and beyond. We're at 33, 19, 20. We're really jumping here. We're, as usual, all over the map. These are opportunities to write cash secured puts on these dips, and these are opportunities to write calls on the run. So decide how you want to play it. All right, let's see. What else is going on here? W. Walters, no dry powder. How do I do a poor man covered call put? I don't know about that. Bama, I decided a bird in the hand is better than two in the bush. Laugh out loud. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Got it. Hot Wing Mike. Okay, time to go do my stupid job. Have fun today, everybody. Susan Shops sold 500 SoFi yesterday in my Roth, and I have $3,499 to write one GameStop $30 Jan 25 cash secured put to bring in $1,145. Break even GameStop $1,855. Is Jan 25 too far out, or should I get closer for a month? Do January 25s and take that money. Ms. Sharon, Nvidia is down more than $20. Nazareth, Nvidia down. Shorters are selling collateral, in my opinion. Well, whatever it's doing, it's doing. Nvidia is at $1,200.46, $11.95. I think it topped out at $1,250 range. I think that's it. I can see the stock now coming back to $1,100 a share. It's still $110. But I can see it going to 1250 to 1300. I really can, but I'm not going to guarantee it. I think there's more downside than upside short term. But it's a 10-for-1 split. There will be 25 billion trading on Nvidia. 25 billion shares will be trading on Nvidia starting next week. On GameStop, there's 350 million in existence. There's 200 and something million that can free trade. We have hundreds of millions of shares short all over the place on GameStop. This is why this thing is taking off. I think it's going to go much higher. Just my personal opinion. In any event, SoFi unchanged, 691. That's the bargain right there, 691 on SoFi. But hey, the action's on GameStop, so take money where the action is, and then move back into SoFi from that. Thank you very, very much. Blair, so you're saying I could take my 50,000 shares of GameStop that I've held for 3 years and booster this with this shell game? Well, you could sell your shares, turn around and write a ton of cash secured puts, be paid upwards of 60% premium, 55% premium on it right now, and sit on all that cash, take daily interest from that deal, and say to the world, come and get me, make me buy the stock at $50 a share. Net to me, $22. I'm happy to buy my stock back that I just sold at 33. I'm happy to buy it at 22. Maybe that's what you should do. I don't know what's wrong with this picture. I really don't. Cindy, I sold a $25 GameStop put for August, and I took in $6.49. How about that? Brian, Cindy, nice work. $8 out of the money. That's right. You're prepared to pay $18.50 a share to buy that stock. That is a wonderful trade. There's nothing wrong with this. You put up $2,500 to get $6.49. 25%. Nice. Jason Underwood, my Voya 401k has let me open a self-directed brokerage account. I can take up to 30% and direct it into stocks I want to invest in. One problem, they don't allow option trading. Well, if you can take the dough and then transfer it to a firm where you can do option trading, there you go from there. What else? Brian, since May 2, when the stock started moving, we had a total trading volume of 1.5 billion shares. Current shares outstanding, 351 million, and a float of 266 million. There you go. We've traded 1.5 billion GameStop since May the 2nd. Unbelievable. Blair, I'm buying your classes. Oh my God. Brian, Blair, you have 50,000 shares GameStop. Buddy, you should quit your job right now, and you should do this full time. Yeah, no kidding. What are you working for? I don't know. Giddy up, everybody. We're up 173 on the Dow. We're at 32.49 on GameStop. It doesn't matter if it's 32 or 33 or 34 or 31. It doesn't matter. You sell the shares, you write cash secured puts against it. And you're now sitting on a mountain of money. You're getting paid daily interest on the mountain of money, and you're in control of the buyback. And you can buy this stock back for at least $10 less than you're writing these secured puts for. Just writing $50 cash secured puts for January or 40s or whatever. Check the option chain and take the money. Sit on cash. Sit on a mountain of money and enjoy this ride. This thing goes up, you don't care. You'll buy the puts back for a fraction of what you sold them for, and you'll rewrite new puts at even higher prices, and you'll bring in even more cash. You will win if the stock goes up. It doesn't matter. You don't have to own the stock if the stock goes up to make money. It's unbelievable. This is wild and wacky. Nazareth back down to 32.50, still major resistance for now. It's all right. Not a problem. It's all good. 31.92, 32.03. We're jumping around with a 34.30 high of the day. It doesn't matter. 17.6 million traded so far on GameStop. This kind of volume is not because a bunch of people want to buy 100 shares. This is not SAPs buying this stock. That's not what it is. There are huge hedge funds all over this thing on both sides of this market. Those who are trying to kill it, those who are trying to run it, and I think those who are trying to run it are going to win because the short positions cannot be extended past certain dollar amounts. Brokerage firms are going to pull back and not allow anyone to short beyond so many dollars at risk. And this is why the upside is limitless. This is why shorting is so dangerous. The losses can be limitless, the gains are limited. And that's where we're at right now. 31.98, 31.97, 31.94. We're just trading through all kinds of stock. It's unbelievable. Brian, you could write 500 June 28 $50 calls for 540. I think that's $270,000 just on your 50,000 shares. You could bring that in right now. True, but now he's offering the stock for 55.40. Whereas if he were to write $50 cash secured puts instead, the stock can go much higher, and he can then roll his 50s into 75s and then roll them into 100s and sit on cash the whole time, watch it pile up. That could be done too. Blair, half are in computer share. Can I use those too? No, I don't think you can write on stock in computer share. I don't think so. I think you need to be in a margin account scenario, but don't let them borrow the stock against you. Buddy wrote 100s for 260. That is $130,000. You're going to be a millionaire. Unbelievable. Write 100s. Blair, what? Brian, Blair, no, you can't write on DRSR shares. No, you got to get them out of there so that you have freedom to make your moves. That would be a smart move right now, because at these prices, you want to have freedom to make money here. You should be making a ton of money on this stuff. Even if you write covered calls, yeah, sure, you can write $50 covered calls for August, for July. I mean, yeah, you could dare the market to come and take you out. Bring in tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. What are you working for? You don't need to work anymore. Come on. This is so easy. Brian, you can write on 25,000 right now. Wow, Brian, Blair's going, whoa. Yeah, no kidding, Blair. You got to take these classes. What are you doing? Come on, man. Get with the program. Let's go. 32.59, 32.60. High of the day, 34.30. We are running around here with a lot of buying and selling. There is a war going on between all kinds of players out there on GameStop. 18.4 million volume. And I think we can go substantially higher than this. Unbelievable. Welcome to the party, pal. There's a war happening. Nvidia down $16 to $12.07 right now. SoFi $691 unchanged. That is the next stock to go. That will be the next one. Volume of 3.9 million. Very quiet, very sleepy, sitting on the sidelines. And the CEO of the company just buys the stock all the time. And no one talks about it. Nobody talks about it. It's like, let's ignore that story. You know, a CEO buying his own stock. What's exciting about that? Why don't we talk about a guy who puts out emojis, and let's talk about that stock? Or let's talk about stock that is at all-time record highs, just equaling Apple's value. Let's talk about that stock. Okay, great. Well, wherever you want to pay your attention to. I say you buy low, you sell high. Or I say you write high and buy low. Easy money, but it's up to you, all of you, to decide what's best for you. It's okay. Blair, Uncle Bruce, I think I need your help. Thank you. You can always look me up for a one-on-one. L. Wash, Uncle Bruce, these GameStop 2018 June 14 expiry put credit spreads, the 20s and 18, are looking good. $2,000 collateral if I do 10 of these to bring in $640. The market value now 180. Nicely done. You brought in a 32% return on your dough, and you're sitting on a $180 spread. Nicely done. Let's see. Brian Blair, you should do a one-on-one with Uncle Bruce. Real. What platform allows us to write options? I'm looking to get started. Depending on where you live, you may want to put the word out, and my viewers will probably help you there. L Wash, 10 contracts. By the way, that makes sense. $2,000 in spread. White Feather, Blair, you need a one-on-one with the big man himself. Blair, I have had 700,000 in BBBY. Yikes. Charlie C stole my name. I'm the original Charlie C from day one. Giddy up. Blair, 98 cent at 98 cent. Congratulations and welcome, everybody. I don't care about little things. We're looking at the big picture here. There's opportunity here to make some dough. The GameStop shares at 32.88, 32.90 range, high of 34.30, the low of 31.28. 18.9, let's call it 19 million traded now. It's been unbelievable, the movement here on this market. Thank you all for joining us. The Dow is up 115 points. It didn't start very fantastically, but that's what we have right now. Still not a big gain as far as markets go, but it's up. The S&P is up 1.7 points. The Nasdaq's down 12 after a big day yesterday. Oil's up 44 cents, and it's sitting at 74.51. GameStop trying to run again, trying to go higher at $33 a share right now. We've got a little pop going on. We got down to 32, and now we're at 33-ish as we jump around with volatility like you cannot believe. Welcome one, welcome all to the program. Great to have you here. Those of you who want to pick up some classes, you can grab them on the website, or if you want to grab all 17 in one shot, $19.99 US will get you all 17 classes. Just make a donation over to the PayPal account. And away you go. Up to you if you want to do them all in one go. You can grab one at a time whenever you're ready. Thank you all for joining me today, being part of this program and group, this family here. We are having one heck of a day, lots of fun. Dollars are being hauled in by my viewers from all of these gamblers on the option floor. It's incredible how much they're giving away. Thank you for the thumbs up. 312 now and counting. Appreciate that. They're still coming through. And on the poll question, 892 are here. 86% are saying yes to the question. I think GameStop shares will trade over $40 a share in the next week. 86% say yep. That's what's going to happen. Only 14% say no. A very interesting results so far on that question. What's going on here? Splayer saying, I like First Trade and IBKR, Interactive Brokers. First Trade is located in the USA, IBKR in Ireland, both available for Europeans. Brian, Blair, sounds like you might already be a millionaire here. White Feather, I use Tasty Trade if you're in the US. Marie, you, Charles, make me smile. My 22-year-old son still signs his name with his last name initial, even when he signs baby cards to me. Splair, damn, my $100 that I gained on BBBY is nothing compared to your amount. Dude, Dude Face closed all my Nvidia put spreads per your suggestions. Got out just before the sell-off too. Gold Bagel membership cost covered. Listen to Uncle Bruce, folks. Well done, Rial. I'm in Canada. What do I do in Canada? I think you can do IBKR. I think there's Quest Trade. You have to look into who's the best for you. There might be some Canadians who might give you answers for what they like to do, who they like to use when they trade in Canada. John Anderson, the hardest thing I had to learn was to fold my arms. Thank you, Bruce. Right on, John Anderson. Blair, so true. So true. Welcome all to the program. GameStop is 32.78. 32.97, excuse me. We're moving up again. 32.94, approaching the 33 level yet again. 19.6 million traded in 39 minutes so far on GameStop. Anywhere from 31.28 this morning to 34.30 so far. So we've had about a $3 range, high to low. We're at about 32.90, 32.85 range right now. Just around the 33 mark, which is sort of, kind of in the middle-ish, sort of. That's what I'm showing here. A little over the halfway mark. 33.10 just went through, and now we're at 33.08, going right across the board. 33.30 just went in. We're going up. 33.40 we just got going on right now. So thank you all so much for being with us today, joining us live with this crazy activity that's going on GameStop and everything else. 12.08 on Nvidia. Rocket Lab down 7. SoFi down 2 cents. Unbelievable, down 2 cents. Smart Rent up 6. Matterport down a penny. Supermicro down $34. The Spire shares are down 23. Spiders are up 24. Triple Qs are down 19. Adobe up 5.29. Uber up 191 a share. Tesla down 174. Apple up a penny. Enphase down 180. Netflix up 298. It's a mixed bag market, no question about it. Google's up, Moderna's up, Cisco's up, Pfizer down, Microsoft down 95, IBM up 25 cents, HPQ up 74, Amazon up 97, Goldman Sachs up $1.50, Boeing down $1, Meta up 4.49 on Meta. We're at 499 $5.55 on Meta. We're coming back to 500 a share after our sell-off. We had been up into the 531 range. We crapped out to 430 something. Now we're back to 500 again, all in the last 3 months on Facebook Meta platforms. Wow, what a run. Welcome back and welcome to the party, everybody. We're having fun here. Tons and tons of fun. We've got Brian saying, Rael, I use Questrade. I like the platform. Just make sure when you're trading, you take into account your trading fees. Marie B, Rael, I use Questrade in Canada. Fees are high, but you need less cash in accounts. Tom, I use Questrade in Canada. Easy platform to use. Who cares, says Bruce. I am number 324 on your thumbs up meter. Good morning. Lorraine asked Brian, the Canadian, he knows everything. Nazareth, let's hope that he was let's hope that was a back test of 32.50 for GameStop and it continues to act off of support. 33.60 right now, 33.50 on the stock. Charlie, laughing. Charlie C. Sorry, Charlie. Real. Okay, thank you. There you go. There's some advice for you on what to do in Canada. 33.47. We're up 179, 185 range on GameStop on 20,550,000 volume in 43 minutes. Welcome to the party, pals. We've got SoFi at $6.90 down a penny. Nvidia at $1,213 down $11.33. There you go. That's the story. Charlie C, no worries. We're all going to confuse Uncle Bruce. I'm just doing the best I can with what I got. I'm just trying to tell you to make money, kids. Just make money. 33.60, 33.65 now on GameStop. Just get rich, will you? Just get rich. There you go. Mick Isco sold some of my GameStop shares yesterday at a 40% profit. I bought 10 cash secured puts. You wrote cash secured puts. I'm going to guess. Added 74,000 to my account. So you sold 10 cash secured puts for 100 each. That's what you did. You didn't buy them. You wrote them. You sold them. You took in the money. Get the terminology right. Help us. It's all good. I love this. Added 74,000 to my account. Well done. Charlie C, they're all fixed. Charlie C2. That's what I'm at. There you go. Well done. McKesson. Yes, sorry. I'm still learning. Yes, I wrote those puts. Okay, got it. Well done, everyone. Blair, what is that town you live in? Back in where you started the UB channel. Family home. Where were you at? That was Creston, British Columbia, way back 2017. I started YouTubing from Creston, British Columbia, a town of 5,000 people. Welcome all. 33.45, 33.48, 33.50 on GameStop right now. On 20,999,000. Let's call it 21 million traded. 33.66, 68. Going higher, the high of the day, 34.30. We're within 70 cents of the high of the day on GameStop. We're rising up again. Here we go. The buyers are taking out sellers because they desperately need paper. Is it a shorter? Is it a group of shorters buying in? I'll let you know when I know, but I sort of sense something's going on here, and it's going higher. That's the town. Yes, says Blair. Yes, beautiful. Got it. Thank you all for joining me. We're up 135 on the Dow right now. AI at 29.90 down 66. GameStop 33.53.56. We got ME at 40.8 cents a share. We have SoFi at 6.88 down 3 cents. Nvidia 12.06 down $18. Rocket Lab down 8 cents. Matterport down a penny. Smart Rent up 4. Super Micro Computers 767.96 down $34. Spire down 27 cents to $9.90. Adobe up 5.77. Uber up 1.95. We got some green here. Apple shares up 40 cents. All right, we got a gain there. Tesla down 1.60. Enphase down $2. Netflix up 4.20. Are you having fun? I am. I'm loving this. I love it when my viewers tell me how much cash they're hauling in here, sitting on massive cash balances, courtesy of GameStop. Thank you very much, and all earning daily interest on this cash. Let the stock run. Let the put contracts crap out. Buy them back cheaper and write higher strikes. Thank you very much. Easy money. Welcome to the other side of the market. Creston, Jason Loss. Do you miss Tim Hortons, Uncle Bruce? Yes and no. We have Timmy's here in Calgary. Jen and I are adjusting. We just got back from Palm Desert, 6 months. We miss that. That's a nice place to hang out for the wintertime. But, we're here. It's all good. Brian, Lorraine, you never get my name right. It is Brian with a Y. Brian Blair. So I just made plus 200,000 up $4. Way to go, Blair. Bobby bought back AI cash secured put 25. Jan 26s for $5.90. Rewrote Jan 25 GameStop 35s for $14.65. 1,000 more risk for a 2,000% gain in cash, or 200% gain in cash.
See.
Way to go, Bobby. Getting richer. White Feather Blair. Way to go, Bobby Atkinson. 200%ish. Bobby, what's a few $10 among friends? Richard Carlin, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning, Richie.
Here we are. Parker, we just got a Tim Hortons in Georgia. How about that?
Wow.
Richard.
That's probably the most southerly one.
See, and Richard said, I hear you. In the background. Jen is here. We're at $33.22 on GameStop. We're up $1.68. We've been as high as $34.30. The volume 21.5 million in 48 minutes. Yeah, we're rolling today. We're trading more than yesterday. We gained 5 yesterday, and we're out trading yesterday. So, hooey, hooey! Oh my goodness!
So remember last night you turned on the tap and you said our water pressure. So yeah, we had a main water break. Did you get the alert on your phone? I didn't think so. I didn't hear any wah coming out of here. So we're on a stage 2 water alert. You can't have water. There's no water today.
I had no idea.
It's one of the big guys that broke. Way up in the north. Up in the north, and it's affecting us, our pressure.
A big punch of the city. Big punch of the city. That's what's going on. They'll get it done. They're on it.
So they came out this morning and said, "Don't take a shower. Don't take a bath.
Go to work smelly.
Don't water your plants.
Don't water your lawn." White Feather, hi, Auntie Jen.
Hi, White Feather.
John Anderson, hello, Jen.
Good
Charlie
morning,
C.
John
Charlie C1, loving it. Al Wash, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Al Wash, good morning.
Al Wash, yeah. There's Blair. Good morning, Auntie Jen, and good morning, police from Canada. Oh,
he can hear the siren.
He can hear the siren, yeah. That might be an ambulance. It might not be a cop.
Yeah, that's either an ambulance or a fire truck.
Yeah, usually that's a siren. The cops usually go woo woo.
Yeah,
woo,
they
woo.
get
They're much more annoying.
Woo. Not like the German ones. Not quite that sound, but
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, North America kind of adopted that woo woo thing.
Yeah. We're at 33.75.
And I know, Blair.
33.75 on GameStop. We're running up again.
Where within. Are we at? Sorry.
33.75. We're within 50 cents of the high of the day now on GameStop. Volume 22 million now. It's just flying through here. Another comment. Susan Shops. Uncle Bruce, I got one GameStop $30 cash secured put that January 25. I wrote it for $11.50. I have $1,500 in cash left in my Roth.
Okay.
Should I write one more cash secured put with a strike at 15? I could collect 262. Not much, but
or
12.30.
Dry powder.
I think this is yes. Yeah. Go ahead and do that. Yeah, make it. Go ahead and write it. Yeah, take the money. Way out of the money. Why not? Yeah, that's what you got. Grab it. Yeah, for sure.
So did you talk about how they're wanting to pay you to help your stock go down?
Yes, we talked about the interest being offered. Yeah.
You just have to shake your head. Give your head a shake.
No kidding. Stuart, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning, Stuart.
Spirit, we'll try to hear it out. I love the American police siren. Honestly, who cares? Uncle Bruce, I have GameStop 30s sold expiring June 14. I'm thinking to roll way out to strike 35. What are your thoughts? I'm guessing you have written calls. Okay, you're leaving me with nothing. You got to be more specific, you guys. I don't know if you're talking about puts, calls. What? Help me here. I need symbols,
did you get
dates,
money?
and what did you do? I can't give you advice unless I know. Otherwise, I'm just sitting here like a moron. Blair, no worries. I'm tired. I was right the first time. Who cares? I wrote calls, says Bruce. I wrote calls. Sorry, buddy.
There you go.
Okay, so you wrote $30 calls that expire June 14th. So that's next Friday.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to roll out. Yeah.
Give yourself some time, buddy.
Yeah, write 35s out to July, and you'll probably get more money for those and raise your strike price. Don't get exercised at 30. Let them take you out at 35.
As they
Yeah,
say.
this is
Oh, buddy. Oh.
yeah. Go to August, go to September, take even more money than it costs you to do this. You move up. Can you move up the 40s?
Because you can always roll out of them next week.
Yeah, get going, get going. Yeah, yes. Who cares? Yes, please, and let me know how you're doing, Brian. I got the alert. I couldn't shower this morning. I'm so dirty.
You're so dirty.
I'm so dirty.
You're so dirty. What a dirty boy.
So, what's the difference between living in Calgary and living in California? Here's an example.
My relatives are around me.
For me, last night, I decided for the first time since California that I would go into the hot tub. We have in this apartment building a jacuzzi on the second floor that anyone can use that lives here. And I went down and took a look at it. I went down first, took a peek, and there was nobody there.
Because it's been known not to work all the
water
time.
Was nice and warm.
Yeah,
I turned on the jets to test it.
Ooh.
Works. Turned off the jets. Okay, I'm going to put my bathing suit on. Come on down here. So, changed, came down with my towel and my morning coat, and got into the hot tub. Turned it on. Great. Damn. 8 minutes. Couple show up. Husband and a wife.
That's okay.
That's all right. Husband and wife
it's
show
a big pot. It's a big tub.
They see me, and I know what they're thinking. Oh shit, we don't get the tub ourselves. We got this guy here. I'm thinking, oh shit, I don't have it myself. But we got room for more.
There you go.
So they go and they change into their bathing suits. They come back in.
They changed into their bathing suits?
They came down in casual clothes. They changed into bathing suits. Now they joined me, and there were the three of us for 10 minutes. So I was in the hot tub now for about 15, 17 minutes.
He hasn't broken a sweat yet, people.
Oh, no, I have.
Oh, have you? Oh, okay.
It was fine. And I'm thinking, well, 4 or 5 more minutes and I'll be done. And then that'll be it. Then
it was time to stick a fork in him.
Mom, Dad, and a 3-year-old show up.
Which I don't think is in the rules.
Have a feeling that no one under 14 is allowed in that pool.
I think so too.
Am I the guy that's going to raise a bunch of stakes? No, I'm not. I don't have energy for that. I need my energy for you guys to help make you richer, okay? I don't need this crap. So I just quietly got up, walked out.
Stepped on the child on the way out.
Went into the change room, had my shower, changed out, and I went back upstairs. There's one difference, because in California, when we were going, there were 34 hot tub pool centers, and in May, nobody's there. So you're by yourself, and you're outdoors surrounded by palm trees, cactus, plants, grass, trees, beautiful.
I mean, there's the odd family that doesn't, but most of them are aware of the rules and maintain children.
And if you drive by one spot you want to go to and there's 5 people in it, go to the next pool. You'll find the one where there's nobody. But here we have one. And here we have people breaking the rules, blatantly bringing in a 3-year-old.
Which you should do to your 3-year-old.
And is she having a pee in the pool? I don't know. She is. I don't know. I'm out of here.
Little kids, that toe hits the water.
They're pissing.
Out it comes.
So I'm out. And the other 2 behind me, God bless you 2. I'm sorry. Yeah. So there's the difference.
I think you have to do it during the day, but today, of course, you won't be able to because of the water restriction. All water is closed.
Welcome to my life. Where I'm in the desert, I don't have problem with water, but I'm here in Canada.
Oh, no. We've had problems with water in the desert. The ducks poop in the pool. Yeah.
Yes. That's true. Okay.
The ducks poop. I ain't swimming in duck poop, people.
What else is going on here? I love this story, says Blair. Dude, wait, where did you get your hamburgers now? No In-N-Out? Yeah, Pete's Burger.
I know, no In-N-Out.
Pick Nose, definitely roll out, but it's basically impossible.
Guy's name is Pick Nose.
Pick Nose. Pick K-N-O-W-S. Pick Nose. I know. Yeah, definitely roll out, but it's basically impossible to get a fill and brings in credit, increases strike, and not be 6 to 12 months out in time. Susan Shops, I'll leave everyone alone for this one last question. I could write one GameStop, cash secured put, Jan 25 at $15 and bring in 250 cash, or would be better to use the 1,500 and buy 200 shares of SoFi? What are your thoughts?
Wow.
Well,
It's pie or cake, isn't it?
go ahead with the cash secured put, and when SoFi gets ready to roll, we'll shift into that. So go where the action is. You'll be fine. Blair and Jennifer Aniston, you are here. Dude, Bruce's classic hot tub story of June 2026. Legend, laugh out loud. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Okay, just trying to tell you what's going on. Lorraine, thank God there were no diapers in the pool. What's with Brian with the
I've always loved that so much. It's like, no, they're fine. They have a diaper on.
Yeah, and then they have the cream on their butt. Now that's in the damn pool, and it's disgusting.
But those things are absorbent.
Okay, now this is a channel, Hot Tub Stories with Bruce. Now we got something going. Finally, we got something going here to talk about.
Except he's not wearing the correct outfit. You should be sitting there in your little Speedos. You're going to talk about hot tubs.
Yeah, that's what you want. That's what you want, isn't it? Yeah, you sick people, you. Oh, my. Hot tub stories in plain English. That's what we're talking about. Like I said, what's the difference?
Is it a hot tub or is it a jacuzzi? Or is it a spa?
Of course, the next hot tub I'm looking to enjoy are the hot tubs, in plural, sitting on the Queen Mary 2 crossing the Atlantic Ocean. I'm kind of looking forward to checking those out. That should be kind of fun.
I am quite looking forward to that transatlantic.
And I'm looking forward to the buffet, and I'm looking forward to the main dining room, and I'm looking forward to walking around the ship. I'm looking forward to the
speakers, to the pub, everything. Trying to convince them that NFL does have a place on one of their TVs, possibly take one rugby away, just one, possibly a cricket.
You're about to see some serious poop on that ship. There's going to be some serious stuff. Only sharks in the pool, says Am Whitefeather. I thought Hot Tub Stories was going to be class number 19. Blair, does YouTube swipe already the next show to the next show? I don't know what this means. Jason, nobody wants to see a big brown shark while relaxing in a jacuzzi. You know what I'm saying?
I know Henry Chocolate Bar.
We don't want to see the big brown shark break up into little pieces and then break up into a brown soup. We don't want that either, do we? No.
It was Caddyshack, where you could hear the Jaws movie, the music from Jaws movie.
I can't remember.
And all the kids, all the caddies got to go in the pool for one day.
I don't know. What's the next?
I think it was Caddyshack.
What's the best bid on your courses? I don't know what this means. I don't understand what that is. You can buy all 17.
Cash price.
You can buy all 17 in one shot. $1,999 US. Make a donation to PayPal.com. Bruce Frommer, Traveling with Bruce.
That's what you always ask.
We had one of our viewers do it yesterday. You can do it again if you want.
You always ask when we're out, what's your best cash price?
What's your best cash price?
And usually it's just some kid in a McDonald's
poor children
drive-through window, and it's like deer in a headlight.
What's the cash price?
Why is this old man talking to me?
We take cards. Shut up and use your thing and scan it. Get the hell out of your room.
I give you a number, you give me a card. That's the deal, old man.
Old man. You old man. Oh, man. Lane, what were you wearing your diapers in the hot tub, Uncle Bruce? Here we go.
Here we go.
Dude, if you do make a hot tub video, Bruce, you're going to want to make sure to private it, laughing out loud. Yeah, I will not be doing videos for you with me on spas on the ship, okay? That'll be on Traveling with Bruce.
Just make the family suffer, yeah.
I'll talk to you about it, but if you want to see me in a hot tub, you're going to have to go to the other channel, okay?
On a more serious note.
There's a serious note.
Today is the anniversary of D-Day.
Talked about it.
And we still have some men there.
Very few.
Very few. There was supposed to be one more, but he passed last week.
Yeah. These are now 100-year-olds. These are now 100-year-olds. That's right. That's right.
So next time you Canadians are in France,
go to Normandy.
Check
it out. Unbelievable. There you go. Anyway, what can I say? Thank you all for joining us.
Well, I'm going to go back. I think the the news conference is over. Everything you needed to know from the news conference you got in the first 5 minutes, but magically the news conference went for like 15. Oh, on the water shutdown. Sorry. Keep up.
Thank you. Is there a bagel in my future?
I don't know. Are you going to be done soon?
I'm not sure.
I mean, I could make you a bagel and you could eat it at the table.
There's
I
could make my own and shut the hell up. I could do that too. We're getting close to the end of this show here, although it's been kind of fun. It's always kind of fun hanging around
Since
with you
you've
guys.
segued into jacuzzis.
Since I segued into jacuzzi, yeah, I'll make my own bagel.
Okay.
I'll close down
Well,
the show.
I'll take the
and get
bagels
it.
out and let them warm up a bit.
Ooh, fun times. Ooh,
Okay.
ooh,
Well, bye,
awesome.
everybody.
Auntie Jen, thank you, Auntie Jen, for being here.
Have a great day.
33.
Watch that stock go up, 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 up.
That's
up,
right,
up, up.
$33 a share on the old GameStop. The high of the day, 34.30. Volume now 23.9 million in an hour and 2 minutes. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to have you here. Welcome to the show, everybody. What a day we're having. We're up 77 points on the Dow here. AI down 82 cents. We're sitting on SoFi at 686 down to nickel. Nvidia down $9. Rocket Lab is off a dime. Unbelievable. 433. That's a guaranteed 550 buyout. 433 a share. Go figure. Matterport 426 down 4. Smart Rent 240 a share, up 4.5. Activist group of shareholders want action on this stock, and it's got to go up $5 for them to be happy. There's opportunity there. We're down 33.50 on Super Micro. Spire down 29 cents. Spiders are up 33 now. Adobe up 8.30. Uber up 240 now. 68.23 on Uber. Qs are up 42 cents. Apple shares are up a penny. Tesla down 149. Enphase down 229. Netflix up 470. AMD up 210. Unity up 2 cents. Google up 41. Moderna up 73. Cisco's up 3. Pfizer down 26. Microsoft just down $1 now. IBM up 7. HPQ up 72. We got more green than red out there. Owens Corning down 38 cents. Amazon up 143. Home Depot down just 9 cents. Nothing to worry about here. What else is going on here? Facebook up 640 to 501.46. Welcome back, Facebook. Target down 150. JP Morgan up 40 cents. Costco up $10 to $844 a share on Costco. The all-time high, $846. I'm waiting for a split. When are they going to announce a stock split? They have done very well. All employees of Costco that get shares as part of their compensation through their savings plans are looking great. There are people who have had jobs at Costco for 10, 15, 20 years, have accumulated stock over that time frame. If they're sitting on a couple of hundred shares by now at $844 a shot, they got 170 grand worth of stock. They could write 2 call options right now on their shares every 3 months or so. I bet you they could haul in $2,000 a month easily in premiums just on writing call options as they get ready to retire. Their pensions, Social Security, and $2,000 a month in premium, if not more, because I don't know how many of these people have. Do some employees of Costco have 1,000 shares of Costco? It's worth $843,000, $844,000. Congratulations for those who have done that. Beautiful job. That's one corporation that has taken care of their employees. No question about that. Walmart down a dime. Disney down 30 cents. American Airlines down 2 cents. AMC down 7. DraftKings up 35 cents. Royal Caribbean 154.70 a share, down 160. Unbelievable that people would pay that much, but they are. It is what it is. GameStop 32.88, 32.90. We're up $1.33 on GameStop on 24.4 million. Congratulations. So many of you who have taken the initiative to write cash secured puts on your GameStop. Well done. You've sold the shares and you've written cash secured puts. You're taking massive amounts of money into your hands for the privilege to buy your stock back at a price you choose, whether you're doing 25s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 75s, 100s, whatever cash secured put you want to write, however many you want to write. God bless you all. Well done. Way to go, you guys. Thank you, everybody. Lorraine, number 340 on the thumbs ups. What else is going on here? Blair, you will find the classes are invaluable, worth way more than the cost. Susan Shops, don't go. SoFi, I could write one SoFi, Jan 25, $15 cash secured put, and get $815 for it, and the break even is $685. This would put my $1,500 to good use, plus I can buy one more cash secured put with that $815 as SoFi. which means you can write one more cash secured put. Susan, it's totally up to you, but this is true. You could write a $15 Jan 25, or you could go out to Jan 26 and write a $15 cash secured put on SoFi, and you would bring in more than the 800. You could then turn around and take the cash and write another one for, again, another strike. Yes, you can. Those of you out there who are sitting on SoFi shares, theoretically, you could sell your stock here around 680, turn around and use the cash to write cash secured puts for 2025, 2026, sit on cash, add cash, and if the shares pop to 8, 9, $10, these puts will drop in value. You buy them back and you can roll 12s or to 15s or to 17s or to 20s. Yes, you can employ the exact same strategy on SoFi that you can on GameStop. You can. On the other hand, if you're long stock and the shares take the run, 15 to $20, you're going to be writing a gazillion calls for serious premiums. Either way, you win. It's true. Welcome to the party, everybody. Blair, Uncle Bruce, what should I use to buy your class? PayPal? Yeah, PayPal. Use PayPal. Susan, I still think of myself as lady with machine gun on these spreads and puts. I just need confidence. Blair, tell me how to get the classes. Just go to, if you want to buy one class at a time, go to my website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. Just go there. You can order one class at a time, $150 a class, whenever you want. If you want to get all 12 in one shot, all 17, I should say, in one shot, all 17 classes, then go over here to paypal.com. You see that on the bottom there? Go to paypal.com, look up my name, Bruce Farmer, Traveling with Bruce. You'll find my picture. Then send that account, send me 1,999 American dollars, and send me a private email at my email address, which is right here. You'll see it down below. Anyway, brucefarmer@hotmail.com. And let me know, Bruce, I've just sent you $1,999. I want all 17 classes. Send them to this email. I will then send you all 17 links to all 17 classes in one email. Save that email. You've got the classes there anytime you want them. Watch them as many times as you want. If you want to do it that way, you can do it that way. Up to you. You want to get a discount? Buy them all. If you want to buy them one at a time, buy them one at a time. Okay? I hope that's working for you. I hope that makes sense for those of you who want to do it. Thank you all so very much for your support of this channel. Congratulations, those who are grabbing the classes, learning how to write calls and puts, learning how to do credit spreads, cash secured puts, poor man covered call, the stink bid rules, the stink offers, the 90-10 rule, all the psychology of these markets. There is so much to absorb in the classes. Get on with it. If you truly want to become someone that could quit your day job, at the very least, start being self-employed instead of working for somebody, maybe, just maybe, writing options is the way to go once you get the hang of it. If you need help, send me an email. I'm happy to talk to you about it. And if you want a one-on-one session privately with me, just send me a private email at that email address, and we'll set up a date and a time. Looking forward to my one-on-one today. I got someone waiting in the wings. We'll be doing a one-on-one today again. And we had a one-on-one yesterday. And oh, are we having fun out there now. Thank you all for joining me. We're up 24 on the Dow. AI down 85. We're at 33.15 on GameStop. 25.2 million volume. Away we go. Thank you all so much for being with us and for your support. I will see you here at any time if there's an alert, something you need to know. Otherwise, tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock Eastern for Gold Bagel members, half an hour just for you guys. And then at 8:30 Eastern, all of you are welcome to join us again for another couple hours of fun as we try to get richer in this market. Thank you all so much for your help, your support. I love you guys. We'll talk to you later, everybody. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.